Coming up in the show, German soccer superstar Lars Wilnat scores 3 goals in his debut for the German national team against those pesky Americans. In other news, Chad Ochocinco joins his loudmouth colleagues on the gridiron. Antonio Cromartie, step aside. Shaq, you can't block free speech. Better watch what you say. Our top story, the battle for the highest twittering athlete, tonight on SportsCenter, live from Bloomington, Indiana. Let's go. Hello everybody, I'm Joe Popley. You know, these days the old forms of media just don't cut it. You used to get your favorite sound bites of your favorite athletes from TV or the game wrap-up in the newspaper. But with the emergence of new media like Facebook and Twitter, some athletes have encountered steep fines and angry management. Some teams in the NFL have banned it altogether, while others promote it and have their own team subscriptions. It leaves us in the media and fans wondering, where is the line drawn between what's an acceptable tweet? Is Twitter good for fans? Good for teams? Our Justin Albers investigates.
Thanks, Joe. We certainly live in a new era of technology, and sports have been at the forefront of the conversation about Twitter. While the NFL does not ban the use of Twitter by its players and coaches, it does say that they should not use it up to 90 minutes before or after a game. In the NBA, news of the firing of Timberwolves coach Kevin McHale came out in a Kevin Love Twitter post. In a similar instance, IU fans found out Bob Knight would not return to the IU Hall of Fame induction in a Twitter post by Dick Vitale. Players and coaches have even been fined for using Twitter. One such instance occurred when Mark Cuban, the owner of the Mavericks, was fined for criticizing officials in his Twitter account. In another instance, Chargers safety Antonio Cromartie was fined $2,500 for criticizing training camp food. Cromartie has agreed to join me, and he'll be with me next. Stay tuned. Should you have been fined $2,500?
Well, I still think personally it was a little excessive, but obviously the team's got to do what it got to do, and I think most of the reason they fined was because they wanted to make an example out of what I did, and the league is obviously going to have some more excessive restrictions on Twitter these days.
Will this affect your Twitter use in the future?
Man, the reason I use Twitter in the first place is because I want the fans to get a grasp of what I am as an NFL player, not just me on the field. I want them to see how I am off the field. And this is the bit. In fact, I'm Twittering right now. I'm Twittering right now. Telling my fans I'm here with Justin Albers in the San Diego practice facility.
You heard it right from the source.
We are in an interview on my Twitter. Look at my Twitter page.
Clearly new issues have been raised and they're giving sports commissioners headaches. From the San Diego practice facility, I'm Justin Albers, J110. Coach, what do you think of your running back using Twitter during the game?
And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked.
Coach, how do you think this Twittering is going to affect your team's chances of making the playoffs?
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
It's just a question, Coach.
With the rise of Twitter and other social media in sports, it raises many questions. In particular, where are they headed? For that, we bring in our new media and sports analyst, Anish More, via phone. Anish, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
Now, Anish, what's all this talk about Twitter outproducing Facebook and bringing in more revenue in 2010?
Okay, yeah. Well, more and more companies and organizations actually are becoming more trustworthy and comfortable with Twitter. So I think if that continues to happen, financial results, they'll follow.
Yeah, certainly a lot of companies would want to jump on the opportunity to send out quick messages about their products to a lot of people relatively easily and cheaply. Now back to the NFL and the NBA. The NBA seems to embrace it, while many teams in the NFL are trying to ban it. Do you see more teams cracking down on Twitter use, particularly in the NFL, or is it going to be embraced in the future?
I think teams will crack down, both in the NFL and NBA, as they already are doing right now, but aspects of Twitter could be embraced, especially for enhancing experiences for fans by sort of allowing them into the life of a professional athlete, and that could do great things for the league potentially.
All right, well, as always, thank you for joining us. That's our new media and sports analyst, Anish More.